Hey y'all, good morning. This is Tonetta, of course, your relationship coach and Speak Your Truth. I want to say good morning to you all, and I'm bringing y'all this video. It's called Hurt People, and Learn How to Protect Your Peace. And the reason why I'm coming to y'all with this video is from, of course, just basically, I know that hurt people. This was a conversation that I've had, I was having yesterday with my partner, actually. But, of course, there's been incidents, of course, that kind of thing where I've, of course, experienced hurting people. And I've been at the brunt of that experience, I guess I put it that way, being the one that's being ran over or cursed out or this kind of thing going on. I'm just here to tell you that I know that everybody in this whole entire world goes through whatever they're going through. Some may have been physically abused, sexually abused, or some may have been abandoned or put in foster care, or adopted, whatever the situation is. A lot of folks, of course, everybody, damn near everybody in this world goes through a lot of things, but it depends on how you, of course, handle those things. Of course, I've been through a lot as well. Of course, parents on drugs, and sometimes we didn't have food, being evicted, all this kind of stuff going on, seeing my mom getting beaten, that kind of thing as well. I've been through a lot and seen a lot, but I'm not taking things, yes, I was an angry person back in the day, yes, but I'm not still taking those things out on people or going off on people or doing all these things. I had to learn at some point that there is no point of doing those things. I'm just hurting other people, and I'm in turn hurting myself again. I guess I put it that way as well, and making myself look crazy out here, cursing folks out or going off or whatever else I'm doing. And like I said, I had to realize that. And like I said, I know that some people, of course, go through things, and whether they're my age or older or younger or whatever it is, but some don't know how to manage, and some don't know how to, of course, heal from all that trauma and those things or whatever has happened to them. But like I said, I know a lot of that, of course, you have to want to do that kind of work on yourself to know that, of course, you can have a way better life than the life you're living in, a life full of chaos, a life full of drama, a life full of arguments, a life full of fighting, and just for no reason, a majority of the time. Like I said, a lot of those things can be, of course, curtailed. Of course, once you start, of course, like I said, healing from all those, whatever things happened to you in the past or whatever's going on, and learning how to forgive as well, and learning how to, of course, let go and move on with your life. Like I said, at some point, I had to learn how to do that. A lot of folks, of course, listening to this video probably learn how to do that as well. I'm very sure. Some of them may not have done so far. But I'm just here to tell you that we all, of course, self-made. No matter what you look like today, you made whatever you look like today. Yes, I know that sometimes, of course, our parents or our caretakers or people around us in our environment can, of course, say things, do things to us, steal from us, jump on us, or whatever it is. Yes, I understand that. But at some point you learn that everything that you've, of course, been through, of course, yes, you can learn from all the experiences that you've been through, no matter whether they're good or bad. But at some point you have to learn that no matter where you are today, no matter what's going on, that's a life that you created after all the drama, all these kind of things going on. I had to realize that as well. Of course, a few years ago, it hit me really hard as well. That I had to realize that the point that I was in was the life that I created, regardless of what's going on in my environment, regardless of who I was in a relationship with, regardless as to who wasn't supporting me or whatever the case may be. I had to learn that and realize that I created this life. I made this life. Of course, and I'm the one that can, of course, change this life. Like I said, I had to realize that regardless as to what I went through, you can use any kind of experience that you've been through as a lesson and a blessing for somebody else. You don't have to stay in all that mess and all that chaos that's going on. There are folks out here who need to hear your story. I am sure that, who needs to hear your story so they can, of course, have a light bulb go off in their head. You may be the voice for them. I have no idea. But I'm the voice for somebody. I'm sure you're the voice for somebody as well. You may be the voice for them to, of course, learn from your story, to, of course, set them on a different path as well. But like I said, we have to get to a point where we're wanting to, of course, create a different life for ourselves instead of a life full of drama and trauma and all this kind of going on. Like I understand that there's fear, of course, included in that. There's other kinds of things, especially when it comes to domestic violence or things like that as well. But there are other key factors that play a part. But for the majority of us, the main thing is you have to, if you're wanting to see a different life and you're tired of living the life that you're leading, you have to, of course, create that change within yourself to go ahead and get started with that process. I can, of course, speak on video all day. The next person can speak on video. Somebody can watch this replay. Somebody can do their own video right after this with the same topic. But you have to learn how to, of course, or you have to want to even change your life. Like I said, I know that hurt people hurt people. Like I said, I've been at the brunt of that as well, recently as well. And like I said, I had to learn how to protect my peace and learn how to, or figure out how to protect my peace. And I'm still figuring some of that out as of today, I guess, I put it that way. I know that, of course, you don't want to see, or I don't want to see either, anybody else hurt behind whoever's drama, trauma, whatever they haven't healed, especially when it comes to our kiddos. They're unfairly hurt sometimes. I understand that. But like I said, at some point, I have to learn how to protect my peace as well. I know I can't jump and do whatever anybody else says anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. Yes, in the past, I would say, yes, girl, and oh, I'll do this, and oh, I'll do this, and I'm feeling sorry for this person, and I'll do that, and all that. And I know I'm not the only one, especially women. I know a lot of women do that. I cannot speak for the men because I know some of them do, but not more than women. A lot of women, not just myself, are yes people and trying to people please and trying to do what all we can for everybody else, while our stuff is being left in the way when we're like not even taking care of ourselves, not even having any kind of self-care, no downtime, no rest time. Our sleep is all crazy, all kinds of things. Like I said, I had to learn that, and I'm still learning that, how to protect my own peace. Like I said, I hate to see other people that's of course affected, especially when it comes to our kiddos, by somebody's hurt people because they haven't figured out their healing process, or they're not even wanting to do a healing process, but it's everybody else's fault. Like I said, I hate to see people go through that. I really do. But like I said, at some point I had to learn, and still learning, that of course I have to protect my peace and move on with my life at some point, and not just be in the same situation, the same patterns. I know, well, some of you are, well, I'm not going to get into the story right today, but there was a situation going on last year, this year as well, that kind of thing, with those in my environment, I guess I'd say that. And like I said, at some point, I always realize patterns in people, patterns of behavior, patterns of what they're doing, like their actions and how they move and that kind of thing. At some point, yes, I know that hurt people, and sometimes I think, well, in certain situations, I do see that. To me, it is very intentional. I guess I put it that way. Some folks do that. And I can't say it's everybody, but some do it intentionally. And I'm here to tell y'all that this morning, just in case you're, oh my God, well, maybe they don't know what they're doing, that kind of thing. And good morning, Mike. Thank you for tuning in. But trust me, a lot of folks know exactly what they're doing. I put it that way. A lot of folks know what they're doing, whether it comes to gossiping, whether it comes to intentionally you hoes, bitches, or trying to fight you or whatever else. They intentionally know exactly what they're doing. And like I said, that was some of the information, the stuff that was told to me, well, not to call those names, but of course being cursed out, yelled at, not even listening to what I got to say, anything else. I'm just like, okay, what the hell? This is the same repeat thing as it was last year, when I'm trying to, of course, be a support system and be on your side and try to make sure that you know that I'm here to, of course, support in any kind of capacity. And like I said, I had to realize the other day that I have to still protect my peace. I guess I put it that way. And Mike, you said they know. Yeah, you're right. It's all that they know how to do. For some people, yes, it definitely is. And like I said, I realize those people and recognize those people right away usually. And this particular person, yes, it's the same thing as well. I'm sure you know exactly what you're doing. I'm sure that nobody's that damn dumb to know that they're not hurting people intentionally, whether it's in their household, outside their household, anything else. Not just this particular person, but I ran into a lot of others, women and men, doing the same exact thing. Yes, like I said, I know that hurt people, but those people have to choose to, of course, create change within their life. They know who they're hurting. They know they do it intentionally. I talk about relationships a lot on, I guess, at Speak Your Truth. And I know that and being a social worker as well, I've dealt with a lot of people in domestic violence situations. My mother was as well. And I know that certain men, of course, know which women to choose to whip their ass with. I know that. I can tell those men, I can tell those women. And the same thing goes with this hurt people. People know who they can get over on or who they cannot get over on. People know that. And like I said, it's not anything that's, oh my God, it's just they have to know my whole life. Nobody has to know your whole life at all to even do that. People know that if you're the type of person who, of course, is a pushover, who's a yes girl, like I used to be in the past, who want to, of course, support and be there and do all the help and do all these things, they know that they can get over on you and use different things to, of course, evoke emotion, to make you feel sorry or sad or whatever it is. Like I said, definitely, you have to know that. And like I said, I know that too. But like I said, I had a situation this past few days, and I'm like, okay, this is the same repeat situation. I'm like, what is going on here? I just had to, like I said, cut the calls off, all that kind of stuff as well. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm not the same person that you may have known last year or 20 years ago or whatever it was. I mean, I grow every single year. And a lot of those things, like I said last year to this particular person, before I got shut out and blocked and whatever else, I'm like, whatever, I don't care. But like I said, I said the same thing. I said, I'm not going to be jumping up to your every beck and call and all these things going on. You know exactly what you're doing with your life and know exactly how you're treating the folks around you. And if you don't give a fuck, of course, to try to take responsibility for your own actions and what you're doing, what you're saying, and how you're hurting people, then that's on you. And yes, and on those people as well, they're being hurt, which I understand that. But at some point, there's nothing that you can do. All you can do is pray God and let go and let him take care of whatever he's going to do in their particular situations. I learned I've been on this, but like I said, some of the situations that I've been in as well, I know that, of course, being the yes person, all these kind of things, and wanting to help save somebody and do and support and do all these things, we have to realize that at some point we're blocking these folks' blessings as well and their lessons as well. Some people do, of course, whether they're hurt people or not. Some people do have to learn certain lessons in life, and I've realized that at some point I was blocking those lessons and those blessings for those people as well. And like I said, I knew that I had to step back. I know that God creates everybody's life to however God see fits. I guess I put it that way. People go through different things, of course, to be able to whether it's to speak their truth or to have a platform to, of course, speak on, tell their experiences, tell their lessons, tell their journey in order to help somebody else in the future. I know that. And like I said, at some point I had to realize that over and over again, of course, that I can't keep stepping into somebody's life and that kind of thing as well, trying to, of course, support and trying to help when they know what they need to be doing. Most, especially if this is an adult, they know the kids are a different story now. But as far as I'm 44 years old, so anybody that's over the damn age of 25, you know what you know exactly what you want to do, what most times with your life, especially with the relationships around you, you make that choice to do so. And like I said, I had to realize that I'm blocking those people's blessings and those lessons that they need to learn in order for them to grow. And like I said, I know in this situation, that's the same exact thing as well. I know that. That's why the communication stopped last year. Because I'm like, of course, I'm in the middle of your lesson that God is trying to teach you, or whoever the hell your higher power is. And like I said, we definitely have to realize that. We can help all we want and try to step in all we want. I don't care if it's in a relationship that you have that's a personal relationship or a romantic relationship, or if it's with some kids next door or whoever it is, I don't know, some coworkers or whoever it is. We have to realize that sometimes we are, of course, helping too much, and we're, of course, blocking those folks' lessons that they have to learn in order for them to grow. Like I said, I had to learn that, and I hope that you understand that from this video as well, that sometimes, actually I ain't gonna say sometimes, but a lot of times that definitely does happen. And like I said, we have to allow people to fall all the way down to whatever kind of floor they want to fall down to in order to build their own selves back up. The same way anybody else learns the lesson and learns how to grow and learn what self-awareness is and personal development, all this kind of stuff. Usually you're getting knocked down to the 0 point. And at some point you have to start rebuilding your life, and you know that you've hit rock bottom and all these kind of things. Sometimes we're trying to jump in and stop these folks from hitting rock bottom. At some point they have to hit that in order to learn their lessons in life, y'all. I'm just here to tell y'all that this morning. And like I said, we definitely have to learn in that process. We have to learn, like I said, how to protect our peace as well. If you want somebody calling you all day long with all this drama, trauma, all this stuff going on, when they know that it's situations that they have created, then of course you can either answer the call or don't. I'm choosing not to answer the call when it comes to stuff like that. And I stopped it a long time ago, but of course I know it's kids involved and that kind of thing, and I hate to see kids hurt, or because being a social worker, I've always advocated for our youth and for our kids, and I've always done that, and I'm going to continue to do that as well. But like I said, at some point we have to realize that if we're trying to protect everybody from this and that, and the adults aren't really giving a fuck, I guess, what's going on, we have to learn how to, of course, like I said, protect our own peace and realize that those hurt people are going to keep hurting people until they're either hurt or hit their rock bottom or whatever it is, so that they can learn their lessons, grow into themselves, grow into God or whatever kind of religion or whatever they have, and learn how to, of course, be the person that they're brought to this earth to be. Some folks, of course, and we all know, never get to that point, but some do. And like I said, in this situation, I have no idea what's going to occur. I really don't know. But like I said, definitely I have to learn how to, like I said, I know, because I was very upset yesterday, praying that this person fucking died actually yesterday. Because like I said, I hate when people intentionally do stuff to people and know that they're causing trauma, drama, all that kind of stuff. But I had to sit back and pray to God, let him know that I was sorry, that I will never pray a prayer like that again, I guess I put it that way. And that this person, of course, will learn their own lessons, I guess I put it that way. No matter how hurtful it is for me to see and to know what's going on from the outside, not just me, but everybody around this particular person. It's like, what's going on? You don't see what you're doing to everybody in your life, but it's everybody's fault besides your own. I'm not to blame for anything that happened in your life. I was to blame all last year, I put it that way, and years before and that kind of thing as well. But attempted to tell this particular person, never got my voice heard, anything else. So like I said, this has to be done with. Like I said, if I can't be respected, those are of course my boundaries from anybody. Then I can't just talk to you and keep the relationship going and keep talking, trying to do this, trying to do that, especially if I'm not even being heard. And like I said, people do that intentionally when they want to blame everybody else around them instead of taking their own responsibility. I know that. And like I said, I spoke those words yesterday morning, and I had to go back and, like I said, talk to God and let him know that I was sorry about that I would never pray a prayer like that again for anybody's life. It's just that I hate when people do. I know I hate this situation. I hate to see what's going on, I guess I put it that way. Like I said, that really bothers me, but I know as I'm praying again this morning and that kind of thing as well, I know that I have to let go and let God. Whatever happens is going to happen. Yes, I can try to put my support in there or let them know that I'm here to support, and that's honestly about it. Since I have no kind of rights or anything else, whatever is going to go on in the situation, because it's not my household or I'm not that person, that kind of thing as well, I have to just know that I have to sit back and just stay back and just let them do whatever they're going to do and hope to God that nobody hurts. I don't know if there's been any physical violence. I don't know. But like I said, hopefully nothing happens and they're able to, of course, grow into themselves and hit their rock bottom so that they can start taking responsibility for their own actions and seeing where they've messed up, not just their lives, but of course, a lot of folks' lives around. And I say a lot of folks' lives around them. Like I said, at some point, we have to let them hit that rock bottom and step out and let them go ahead and do whatever they're going to do with their life. And like I said, I know I need to get on this morning, but I definitely want to bring out this video this morning because I know this has come out of a recent experience that I've had, well, not just one, but several, I guess I put it that way. But like I said, I'm learning day by day as I go on as well, what I need to do, how I need to handle the situation, that kind of thing. But I know that hurt people. I know that, and some of them do it very intentionally. And like I said, at some point we have to learn how to protect our peace. And if those around us aren't of course, respecting our boundaries and that kind of thing, you have to step out of it at some point. Learning to let go, and of course let God or whoever you believe in. I guess I put it that way as well. So with that, I want to say thank you all for tuning into this video. No, it's not about a happy topic at all. I put it that way. I'm trying to, of course, give y'all some experiences and some lessons to let you all know in life sometimes these things are going to happen. And then, of course, at some point, hopefully a light bulb will go off in your head, especially if you're in this kind of situation or you're not being respected, your boundaries are constantly being crossed, you're trying to provide support and all those kind of things. Like I said, you have to learn how to protect your peace, protect yourself, and, of course, let them hit rock bottom. Sometimes you have to do that in order for those particular people to grow and to become more self-aware, to grow into God or whatever they're going to grow into. So like I said, with that, I want to say thank you all for tuning in. Everybody take care and have a great day. And I will reply to your comments later on after this video. So take care, y'all. Have a good one.